Hello, welcome back everybody. Another week, another new video, as I always say. Before we start, I'd like to welcome a few more subscribers this month. Paul Finch with a P, Lee McPhail, Brian Bozanko, sorry, Chess1, Patrick Lawrenson, Stuart McDonald, Vomit Harvest, Rob Hickok, John Tinkler, and AMVS34. That's just a few new subscribers. I'd like to welcome you all. Hope you're enjoying the channel so far. There's a lot of old videos you can watch, you know, as well. Anyway, as you know, it's a Corgi 224 Bentley Continental Sport again today. I've done one before. This is another one. He was pretty rough, this one. Quick mention here to a few of the subscribers: Mike Stewart, Mark D, Graham Mummery 64, Goldfin, Robert Garrett, John Schofield, Stephen Adams 96, H Jockster, Keith Davies, David Luby. Thank you all for your kind comments. Got to make this a short yap this week. I've got a few things to do, you know. Mrs. Wise, like, you know, taking hospital and things like that, so I'm going to make this a short little yap this week just to introduce the video. I was going to say, anybody who wants to like, for when I do my yap, I mean, if there's any of you guys like to leave a few questions in the comments down the bottom there, I'll answer them to everybody. Like, if I can, you know, I'll try and help out. I'm not an expert. I'm obviously not an expert, but you know, I'll try and do my best to help you out. Like, you know, if there's anybody who wants to know anything, just, you know, leave a little message in the comments, like, and I'll keep it back for the old yap time, and I'll sure answer it then, and then everybody else will know as well. So anyway, through nice words here. Peter Holton, another great video, Bob. This is the old Thunderbird we've done. You all like that one, except for Mr. Thumbs Down. He's back, I noticed. Another great video, Bob. The red enamel paintwork looks stunning. A really great restoration, looks much better in red. The yellow interior and your detailing is fantastic. Oh, I don't know about that. Looking forward to your Christmas Day video, because like you said, it's all crap repeats. It is, isn't it? It's all crap, so you might as well watch me and talk, you know, talking a load of crap, isn't you? No different than watching the crap that's on the telly, I suppose. Hope your wrist improves soon. Yeah, it has got a bit better this week, actually. It's not so bad now. And you and Mrs. Bob, take care and keep well. See you next time. Best wishes, Peter. Thanks a lot, Peter. Yeah, the old wrist is gradually getting back to strength now, so I'll be able to do a bit more drilling and whatever. Fraser Martin, really nice job, Bob. Great work on the revival of the bodywork. Red looks fantastic, though I was never keen on the yellow. Much too garish. I don't know them big words. I know it's a little word, but to understand them words. Too loud, I suppose that means, doesn't it? And never offered by the factory on the real thing. Oh, on the real thing, yeah. It was on Corgi, because I got it from an actual original picture of one online. I suppose they wouldn't have done yellow seats, would they? The yellow interior on a real one. No. White, yes. Yellow, no. Absolutely looks the part, though. Thanks a lot, Fraser. Yeah, on the real one, I can't see him putting the yellow interior in, but I mean, I tried to make it look like a Corgi. So on the old Google pictures, like, you know. So I preferred it to the colour it was, with the blue and the white. That's all I've done it for. I think it looks better anyway. Jeff Ford, nice job, Bob. Keep up your chats, love them. You do some very good work, buddy. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Barry Shaxson, great resto, Bob. Keep up the good work, matey. Robert Sterling, hi Bob, your channel, keep being yourself. That said, great restoration and transformation. That red and yellow turned out nicely. Like a couple of other comments I wasn't too sure on the yellow, but did it ever pop with the red? Good one. You sure have an eye for colours. Be well and safe. Cheers, Robert. Mick Keane, like the colour choice, Bob, and great renovation. Think red's the best colour for this model. I've had a few of these, 2 in white, 1 in red, and a mint turquoise cream roof one. So pleased to see you put your spin on one anyway. Take care, mate. Thank you a lot, mate. Thanks a lot, mate. Paul Robinson, neighbours. Looks great, Bob. Back to new. Thanks a lot. Jerry Bailey. Nice restoration, Bob. I was a bit concerned when you said you were going to do the interior yellow. Another one of you guys didn't think it would look right, but I'm only going by the picture. It looked alright in the picture I saw, so I thought, yeah, why not? But it does contrast well with the red body of that square bird, as it's affectionately known. I didn't know that. By the way, this was the Thunderbird that Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, drives. Whoever that is, I don't know. But hers is a black one with a leopard print interior. Great job. I don't even know who that is, mate. Somebody's going to have to leave a comment and sort that out and enlighten me on that. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I've never even heard of it. Ian Ho, love the T-Bird. Bob was toying with this one but can't decide. Had the pale green in hardtop one as a lad. Ralph Coolan, whoa, what a lovely job done again, Bob. Excellent choice of colours. I'm looking forward to the Christmas Day video, and so do that now. And God, I don't know what, some of these I should go through all this before I print this out, I think, because and I so do that now with my spray cans. Make sure I don't spray lacquer on certain paints. Oh, he's on about because I put that sticker in it, isn't it, Ralph? You on about when because I put that thing on the old enamel tin paint saying don't put lacquer on it. Yeah, I've done that just because I got caught before with that. It's alright if you let it go really, you know, if you like leave it, I suppose you leave it for like a week and let it really harden up. It ain't going to react to it. It's only because if it ain't quite hardened up properly, I suppose it's still a bit soft and it'll react with the other paint. But if you let it go for a week and it's really, really hard, then you could spray over it most likely with the lacquer. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but that's what I think anyway. Certain paints makes it life easier. Stay safe, both of you. Looking forward to seeing you soon, Ralph. Cheers, Ralph. Don't worry, you've seen me again. Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. Martin Dare, very smart restoration, Bob. I like the reminder you put on the can. He's another one. That interesting colour scheme. Look after yourself and a good lady. All the best, Martin. Cheers, Mark. Jeff Baker, I'm a big fan of the Thunderbirds of that year. 58, 59. Bob, the paint job, detailing and interior on the car is beautiful. Love the red. Very good choice, I might add. I'm learning a lot from you and Martin there. You guys are my favourite to watch. Keep up the yupping. That's old Dave Hester on Storage Wars. He's yup, isn't it? That's he, isn't it? Yupping. He got a big black van with yup wrote on the side. I don't know if you guys watch it. Storage Wars. It's funny. You and your missus take care. Stay safe through the up-and-coming holidays. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Jeff, well, I expect you do watch it, Jeff, don't you? Because it's an American program, so I should think you watches it. And then finally, the Fokker. That's not the other Fokker. The Fokker, Fokker 03. Apparently, so he says, the S, because I thought it meant sport, but apparently it means there's no suspension on. That's what Corgi used to put on the boxes. If you see a car and on the bottom of a car, Corgi car, one of these really older ones, and it's got an S next to the number of it, apparently it means because there's no suspension on it, no spring suspension and fitted in it, and that's what it is. And that one ain't got spring suspension, so that's what it must be. So thanks for that, the Fokker, for enlightening us on that. And that's going to be the end of the app, I'm afraid. I don't really have a lot more to say. Oh, I bought a new set of drills, decent ones, $9.99 off of eBay, DeWalt, so I shouldn't have any trouble with them. Should be able to start drilling out a few things with them. And also John Hartos, thank you very much for sending this one in. He's sent me a shadow, and I've already put some tracks on it, not the ones that you sent. I ruined them trying to put them together actually, but lucky enough, Ian Hulley, he actually sent me some tracks way back now, quite a few other bits, and he sent me some tracks, and I managed to find a pair that fit this one here. So I've actually fixed the oh, you didn't see that, did you? I'll do it again. I've actually found a screw for this one as well, because you said you want no screw, so that's all fixed on. But all this needs doing now is taking apart and new stickers respraying, so that'll be one in the new year. So keep your eye open for that one, folks. I'll be doing that one in the new year. But for now, it's not too bad actually. It's pretty good nick. He sent me a new piece of glass for it, but I don't think I'm going to need it. The actual original glass looks alright. So that's enough chit chat now, or yupping. As who's it said that again? Yupping, like my yupping. Oh, I don't know now. Oh, Jeff, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Jeff. That's enough yupping for now, Jeff. I'll be yupping again pretty soon. Be a couple of weeks to go. It'll be the last video before Christmas, and then we'll have the Christmas one on Christmas Day. So you'll have that one all to look forward to. That'll be the week after. It won't be next week. It'll be about the 18th, I think. It'll be the next video, and then the week after that is Christmas week, and I'll have the Christmas video on, and then after that it'll be about another 3 weeks after that. I'm going to have a bit of a break before the next one comes on again after that, being second week of January or third week of January, something like that, and we'll get started again on next year then, because I've got to start catching up on the old videos again now. So look after yourself, folks. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. Okay guys, this is what we've got today. This is another one sent in actually by Mr. Ian Hulley, and this is the Corgi 224 Bentley Continental Sport, and it looks as though it's had a bit of a go at before. I don't know if Ian done it himself, but it does need a repaint. I put the tyres on myself just to show you. That's a set of dinky tyres I found lying around, and well, I think all it needs really is just a stripped down repaint, new set of backlights. The spare wheel's missing obviously, but yeah, let's get on with this one and see how she turns out. Okay guys, this is I've done this one before actually. I've done one like this quite a while back. Ian Hulley, I think, sent this one in. Sent it in with a few other pieces I needed, and he happened to have, and grateful to him for that, because the only thing I found wrong with it really was just need some backlights on it, which I have got. I have put a new set of tyres on it. There was a pair of white ones on there. These are dinky ones actually, and this is a Corgi, but I managed to get them to fit, because what I intend to do, this is black at the moment, and I know usually they're two-tone, and the last one I did was like a green and a, you know, I don't know, cream, I think. I'm not sure now what colour it was, but it was a two-tone colour. And this one, what I intend doing with this one is just doing it pure white, so it's, you know, and more like in with a wedding type car. So I thought, you know, white, I thought it would look alright, look all white. So I'm going to try and keep these number plates if I can, put them back on if I can get them off without damaging them. I use a very fine blade, I might be able to, you know, get them off. If not, well, I'll have to go without, but I sure have a go. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I've already drilled it out, it's all ready to be put back together really. So all you do, you take your bottom off like that. I'll take all these wheels off to get this sprayed up, obviously, all this these tyres. I only put them on just to show you really. That's the only thing I've replaced actually. That just lifts out. That's your boot. That could do with a clean up. There's no spare tyre, but you can always find an odd wheel to put in there for a spare tyre. Your boot lifts out from there. If you look, it just pops out like that. Seating just comes out in the old crappy cheap seating that they used, nothing special. Screen's alright actually, that just pop out, it's not riveted, and that can be cleaned up, that's not too bad at all, just a bit grubby. So washing machine, and these here bits, they just lift. All you got is a metal or like a, not metal, well it is metal, it's like a pin. If you see how it's all bloody come apart at the moment. So if I put these back on, I'll show you what I mean. You just got your wheels on there like that. The wheels are on there like that, and then all you got is your like a piece of wire, really. That's all it is. Bit fiddly when you got sausage fingers trying to put it back, but oh come on, get in there. That's how that goes. And then when you push down on one side, the wheel turns and you can actually steer it, like, you know. It's quite a simple sort of mechanism, really. And you've also got little springs in there as well for, like, looks like suspension springs. So you can take all that out. That all comes apart like that. Keep hold of these parts, and then you've got your little springs there, like little shock absorber things. So they can be cleaned up with your wire brush. Get all the crud off of there. And the only other part really then is to there's a dirty grey rivet. This has been repainted, by the way. I think Ian might have done this one at some point, and it's gone a bit crappy at the moment, but there is a dirty grey rivet there, look. So you need quite a big drill just to skim the top of that off. The headlights, they'll push out, as you can see there, look. You can see them. If you look there, you can see there, you can push them out like we always do. Get a screwdriver in there and you just pop them out, and the holders will come out with it. So I'm going to get this drilled out a minute, and then I'll come back. These pins, they'll pull out. If you get a pair of pliers, they're stuck in there with the paint at the moment, I think. So I'm going to need my big pliers for this, but I will get them out. I'll just give it a bit of teasing. Yeah, they'll come out like that, so they can be cleaned off. There you go. It's just, they was just being held in with the paint, because like I said, it has been repainted at some point. So now you've got plenty of room now to get your drill in there, nice big drill in there. Skim the top of that off, then this piece will pop off the bumper and all that. And like I said, just pop the headlights out with a screwdriver, just wedge them out, wedge it against that or something, and just ease them out. And then that's ready for stripping then. So let's get on, and I'll get those bits out, and then we'll get on and strip it then. Right, I have literally used a 6mm drill, is it? No, 6.5, sorry, drill, and I've gone right along there like that, because you can get right in there, and just done a bit at a time. And as you can see, I've got the outer of that rivet off, so this just falls off now, like that. And it'll pin back in easy enough. You put your glue in there, and that'll glue back on, no problem. If you are worried, you can always do the old put the, what do you call it, stuff on the epoxy on the inside, because you're not going to see that anyway, and that'll hold it fast anyway. But that's what you do, and then that piece comes straight off, no problem. The headlights popped out easy enough. I just wedged the screwdriver up against them little where the posts go in for the steering, and sort of wedged them out, sort of like that, and they just popped out there. There they are. They popped out ever so easy. So they got to be cleaned up as well, because you don't want to damage this outer piece on these headlights, because you can't really buy these parts again. I know flowers do like outer parts for these, but they're plastic and they're not the same. This is like lead stuff, so you've got to be very careful with it, because it will sort of crumble. But that's about it, really. You know, that can be stripped in the old caustic. So we want that piece, and we want that piece, and we want this piece, and then we can strip all that. And I'll get the old caustic, I'll get it in the jar, and we'll do that now. Right, we've got our water in there. Let's get a bit of caustic in here. I'm not sure how well this is going to strip, because I don't know what type of paint has been on it. So I'm hoping that this is going to come off alright. So I might be leaving this one for a while. It's doesn't look like it's changing colour very quick, so we could be waiting for this one for quite a bit. I should keep giving it a little dibble dabble here and there, but I'll just leave it. I think I'll just leave it like that for now, and we'll see how we get on. Right then guys, I've cleaned all this off, and I'll tell you what, I've never seen such a shitty casting in my life. There are pits and all sorts all over it. Now the paint's gone, you can see it. I mean, look at it, look. I mean, what the hell are you meant to do with that? It does actually look ready for the scrap heap. Look how rough that line is along the front of there, look. So this is going to be a lot of work, and it's not going to be on camera, I'm sorry to say. But all it's going to be is I'm going to put filler on it and rub it in with my fingers as best I can, and give it some undercoats and try and get a nice finish on it, because if I'm doing it white, it's going to bloody show up. No, you know, no bloody odds about that. Oh, I'm disappointed with this. I didn't think it was as bad as this. This is terrible. No wonder it was painted black to try and cover it up. That's why the paint was so thick. I mean, look at the boot. The boot is bloody ridiculous. Look at that. What a mess. Even the edges are, you know, they're so rough. Look at the state of that. That's bloody, look at it, look. It's ridiculous. Somebody's shooting bullet holes in it, look. Must have been a getaway car at some point. Sweeney. But anyway, gonna just have to do what we can, you know. If it ends up looking like shit at the end, then well, so be it. At least I've had a go with it. But I'm not guaranteeing any pristine finishes on this one, folks. You'll just have to bear with me with this one. I'm very disappointed in this. Don't think it was this bad. Look at that, right along on the edge there as well. Look, it's in so many awkward places. It's awkward to get out, you know, get there, if you know what I mean. And it's so small, you know, it's going to be awkward to get at some of these places. But I'll have a go with it. I'll see if I can fill some of that in and smooth some of this over and do what I can. And what I'll do, I shall bring it back when I've done my best, when it's all undercoated. I'm not going to show you spraying that, it's not worth it. So I'm going to be quite some time doing this, so you know, wish me luck. Right then folks, I've got this as best as I can, and as you can see, all the little bits in there is gone now. I've filled it, put loads of undercoat on it. The roof ain't got any little dinks in it no more than the bits missing or anything, and that's about the best I can do. The paint should cover the rest up. There is a slight little tiny bit right on the edge of the bonnet there, but I'm hoping the paint's going to sort that out. But you know, for what I had, you know, it's not going to be that bad, I don't think. I'm debating whether to do this white or whether I should do it a cream colour. Actually, I might do it the cream. Oh, the boot was really rough. I managed to get all the bits out of that as well. I filled in bits here and there, look, as you can see where I've done it, but I'm hoping the paint is going to cover that again. I'll keep chucking undercoat on it, but it still dries up, showing bits. If you look, when it's in there, there is a big gap, but you know, that can't be helped. I daren't rub it down anymore. I mean, when it's actually fitted in, it's going to look something like that, but other than getting another boot, there ain't a lot I can do with that, because it was really, really rough. So anyway, I'm going to go outside and spray this today, because it's a lovely day out there, so let's get out and spray that in a minute. Okay guys, as you see, it's a lovely day. Like I said, I'm going to spray this out here today, because there's no need to use a spray booth, not when it's weather like this. The sun's pretty warm.
cans have been out there soaking in the sun to warm them up, and it's spraying very nicely. There's a boot, and that don't look too bad. Right, we'll get on with the actual casting now, and hopefully it'll turn out alright after all them little dinks was took out, and it's had enough sanding and smoothing out and filling, so hopefully this paint will cover it up. This coat here won't cover it up, obviously. It's going to take a bit more than this, but this is just like one of like 2 or 3 coats I'll put on it. But it is going on nice anyway, it's spraying on nicely. So at the moment it looks alright, looking at it now, but I mean, you know, time the paint dries it does shrink back a bit anyway, so you've got to allow for that. But we'll let this dry. It's looking pretty good now, and then I'll do another coat.
Okay everyone, I've put a few more coats on this one now, off camera, since you seen me last. I've also lacquered it. Look at the shine. I'll tell you what, I'm very pleased how this has come out actually, because it did look a right mess as you saw, and I didn't think it would come out as clean as this. But I have put quite a bit of paint and lacquer on it, so it's covered it up somewhat, if you know what I mean. I did put filler on there. I filled as much as I could in, and the roof, there was a few spots I filled in, but overall it's not come out too bad. I'm a bit disappointed, like I said, about the boot, because when the boot is in there, I mean, it's not really a tight fit like that, but it ain't too bad now it's got paint on it. It doesn't look too bad, as you see, but there is quite a big substantial gap around there, because I did fall quite a bit flat there with the what I used. I'll make these up if I can find one here anywhere. When I was sanding it, what I do is I get a bit of emery paper and I draw around. I just get a pen, put that on it, draw around that. Instead of buying these, because you can buy these here emery paper discs, you can make your own out of emery paper, and you only got to make a hole in the middle and make sure it's central. Better than buying them. I mean, I can't see the point of buying them, and you can buy a packet of emery paper for like less than £1 and make your own. So that makes me own. I know it takes a bit of time cutting them out, but that's how much of a penny pincher I am. So there you go, there's another little tip. If you can spare the time to cut them out, then do that. Anyway, the other job we got to do, I've done the base plate, as you can see. I've cleaned the wheels up, that's all ready to go back. I've cleaned all the springs and the lights and the pins up, everything all cleaned there. And I've also sprayed these black, matte black, because this has got to be chromed with me chrome pen. Where have I put that? There it is. There's me chrome pen, liquid chrome. So I'm going to chrome along here at the bumpers and all that. I'm not going to be showing that, because you know the score with that. I'm going to leave that black and just chrome along with my brush. I'm going to, you know, dab it out like I do and put my brush on the end of the pen and paint it on, and that's all ready to go back on then. We'll have to let that dry and that'll be ready to go back. And apart from that, folks, that's about it really for this one. It'll just be reassembly then. Yeah, it's not looking too bad at all, this. Quite pleased with that. As Marty would say, I'm happy with that. Right everybody, I've put the headlights in, and I've also chromed all these pieces up now, the black bits I want black, or what I sprayed black, and I've done along the bumper at the back as well, that I've done all that, and I've dug my lights out what I bought these a while back. And when you get these, they were a pain in the ass, I tell you. Them lights are so small, you got to be really careful, because they send it all in a packet. A set of, you know, you get 2 of these here and you get 4 of the lights, but you got to stick them in yourself, and they're, oh, I nearly swore then, but they are a pain in the bum to get in. So you got to be very careful you don't drop them on your magnetic floors. That's if you have got a magnetic floor like me, because my floor attracts everything. Right, I'm going to put them in first actually, on the back. And what I've done, there is a certain way they go in, and they seem to fit better. I've marked it with a little marker pen there so that I remember which way. They seem to go in with that way up. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue on these, if I can. If I can put the bloody things in there, and I'm going to have to use my tweezers for this because they're so bloody small. I mean, I think it might have been easier for me to do this off camera, but I'll just put a bit of glue on there a minute. Right, sorry I went out of shot there, but I didn't want to balls this up. And then you just slot it up like that. Make sure you got it right the way in. And that's how they go. They do protrude slightly. And all I've done is put a bit of glue either side of it. So that's that one. And then you get the next one that's upside down. There's the black mark. And hold it with that, and we put some glue on that one. I'll see if I can do this on screen. I'll just rub it along the side there, that. And then we'll slide that one up, get it in the groove there like that. Slide it up, then push it up with your finger and give it a bit of pressure, and that's it. That's all you do. Don't worry about it poking out. It's meant to. I know it don't look very nice, but that's the way this one looks. That's the way Corgi did it. So that's that done. And the next bit, we're going to put the grill on. So I'll get my glue. I don't want to cause another tsunami, so I'll stick it over there. And what I'm gonna do is put a bit of glue around here, around this pin. So we get a bit of glue. That's where we want it. And a bit up there. And maybe also I want to put a bit in around there. Sorry it's gone off the top of the shot, I'm sorry about that, but it's me trying to keep it in shot but failing. Right, so it's pushy in. And when he goes like that, he's flush. You just want the bottom to push in slightly. Well, that's as far as you'll go. That you can tell he's right in because of the rivet there. That see. And like I said before, if you want to, you can put a bit of the old epoxy stuff on that if you wanted to. But I reckon that's going to hold. That's not going to go anywhere. So that's that piece done. Right. I'm coming along nicely now, folks. I'll move that glue out of the way because I'm not happy with that there. Right. Next bit, as I always say to crap old Nick, he did mention it on one of his videos the other day. Always put your windscreen in first, because usually that's the last piece that comes out. That's why I said it to him. And then you get your seating there on this one. Just drop your seating in there. You don't have to put that in now, but you can put all these bits in first if you want to. The pins. And get them to go in there. Get them to go in the holes. Paint in there, I think. I don't want to go in there. We'll just put them there. I'll just tap you can give them a tap with something if they didn't go in properly. I think that's about it, isn't it? Soon find out. Let's try the old push them in actually. Yeah, they're in far enough. As long as that fits flush, you know you're alright. Right, you get your boot, just drop it in there like that. Get your rear thing like that, your boot parcel shelf, whatever it is. Put your springs in like that, and get your wheels. Oh bugger, I'm doing it wrong now. Get your wheels go like that. Get them the right way around, of course. Not putting them in stupid like I am. And then you get your steering. We'll call it a steering rack, because I suppose that's what it is. You drop that in just like that. Then it's just a case of putting this back on. Like that. And riveting it back together. So we'll get a little dab of glue on that top one. Make sure everything's fitting nicely. Put a top rivet in there. And we'll let that one go for a second. And we turn it around. And put our rear rivets in. So we'll get a little dab in there. A dab in there. Get our rivets, one in there and one in there. I've already got these pre-prepared, so they should all fit in nicely. And that's about it, folks. The only last little touch, really. Oh, bloody boot one open now. I've got to put a bit more silver there anyway, by the looks of it, because I haven't gone far enough with that. The only last touch really is the number plates. I found an odd tyre we can use, so that can go in there, and it's not exactly the right one, but it's better than nothing. I've got to put a bit more silver along there, so it doesn't show through, you know, to that. And I've got these number plates what I printed off. I couldn't save the other ones, and I'll put them on, and then we'll just take a look on the turntable and see what we got. Right then guys, as you remember, this is how she looked before we did our transformation on it, and generally it looked like it didn't need a lot doing to it. The paint is obviously another paint job done on it. It was already opened, no backlights. Tyres were already what I had myself, and I bunged on it, but it looked like it just needed a strip down and repaint until we actually saw what happened in the video when the shell was completely showing. What a mess. I've never seen nothing like it. Pits all over it. The boot was, well, nearly worn away, and I had to file that down quite a bit. But anyway, we persevered on with it and did our best with it, and well, see for yourselves. This is what she turned out like in the end. Nice cream finish on it. There are still a couple of little marks there on the front of the bonnet, but nothing too bad. The boot turned out better than I thought it would turn out. And I found another odd wheel to go in the back with a spare tyre. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how this one's turned out in the end. It's surprising with what I had to start with, because like I say, it was a mess. But there you go. And looking pretty smart now. Anybody like to go to a wedding in this, I think, if it was a real one. But anyway, if you like this video and you want to see more, I will be back as soon as I can. Like I said, I'm not putting them out every week now, these videos, but I'll be back within the next 2-3 weeks, probably 2 weeks more than likely, with another new video. So please like and subscribe. Don't cost you nothing to hit the subscribe button. Until then, it's bye bye from me. Bye bye.